speaking of, one of the things that you had to go through that nobody else went through, and obviously every conversation you've ever had has probably came back to this one play, which sucks, I would assume, because of how fucking great you were in the NFL. But that play where
the end?
Yeah. That sucks.
I guess you could call it the end. It's interesting about that night, Pat, because the success that I enjoyed in the National Football League as a part of the Washington quote unquote Redskins was really special. I mean, to be an MVP, to win a Super Bowl, to be in the salary category I was at that time, all those things were wonderful. But I really started really believing my own headlines. I started thinking I was really, really good. And it changed me as a person, I believe. And what that night did, that was divine intervention in my mind. I was headed down a path where my ego was getting the best of me. I thought I was really special. I thought I was the guy. I thought I was the one that they couldn't be without. And then obviously found out things differently. But, you get caught up in that world. And we've seen so many athletes have that happen. And I was one of them. And then after the evening, after I got hurt, it gave me a chance to be introspective and look at my life and look at the person I became and was becoming, as opposed to the person that I wanted to be. I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to do things. I want to be able to help other people achieve success. I get the greatest joy out of working with young quarterbacks today, whether it's high school or college, it doesn't matter. And watch them succeed. And the look on their face is priceless. It's like opening, a big Christmas present. They get so excited about the fact that they've discovered something that may be able to help them. That's my joy in life now, is to be able to help other people enjoy the success that I had, and to be able to play for Coach Gibbs and Coach Walton and Coach Allen. I'm telling you, it was just, Jack Pardee was the one that gave me my chance to play in '78. He made me the starter after George got fired. So I have a lot of people to thank. And at one point in my life, I thought it was all about me. And you know what, Pat? The bottom line is, we're not on this earth to be served. We're here to be able to serve others. And and you see this in the way quarterbacks work with one another. Yes, it's a very competitive position, but a lot of guys are able to help the other person. And then I say this to any young quarterback out there: watch what the other guy is doing and doing well. That's how you learn. Don't ask for a verbal description, but observe.
Yeah, well, you said a lot there, and I want to let you know that was fucking very cool to hear. Yeah. Not a lot of people. That was really cool to hear, because I think I didn't know that about you. I assume there are people who have told you at different times of your life, maybe, that you're being an asshole or whatever. So here, as a human, later, realizing, looking back, changing, growing, chasing fulfillment is what it sounds like you've focused on, as opposed to anything else. That's a cool thing for people to hear, bro. A lot of people just don't change. You know that. A lot of people just an asshole. They just keep going.
Well, it's hard. It's hard sometimes to look in a mirror and be flat out honest. And you know what? It's what I appreciate about you. There's no facade.
Well,
if anybody wants to know who Pat McAfee is, all you need to do is watch. And all you need to do is listen. You're out front. You're right there. And, sometimes honesty just scares the living daylights out of people, especially when it's about themselves. It's much easier to hide and go, oh, that's not me. Well, if you face it, it's a little bit easier. It's not easy to deal with, but down the road, it becomes a better situation.
Yeah, if you're always being yourself, you won't get caught. I think that's one thing that I like. You kind of see with a lot of people. Now, I had to get, I wasn't comfortable with being me for a long time, and then you get down to the bottom of the bottom, and everybody turns on you. Not everybody, but a lot of people turn on you and start burying you and tell you that you're a piece of shit, like when I got in trouble or whatever. It's like that's a time where you really got to do the same thing you do, and then you just own it, and that's Joe. And that's Theismann. But so you just own it, and I appreciate you saying that, though. That's a big deal, man. You should be very proud of yourself. Honestly, you should be.
I appreciate that. Thanks, Pat.
Hey, no problem.